Soql queries. What is a Soql? Why you want to go for a Soql? SOQL stands for Salesforce Object Query Language. SOQL stands for SOQL stands for Salesforce Object Query Language. I repeat, SOQL stands for Salesforce Object Query Language. These are similar to SQL queries, the way you write SQL, similar, not exactly SQL. Soql stands for Salesforce Object Query Language. These are similar to SQL. The purpose of this SOQL is to fetch the data from S object. There can be a standard object or there can be a custom object. Using SOQL, we can also fetch my child records or my parent record. Based on the SOQL, we can fetch our child record or also we can fetch our parent record. SOQL is going to give you list of S object. Why it is giving you list of S object? When I told, get me all the leads created today, can you guarantee every day 10 leads will be created? Can you guarantee every day 5 leads will be created? Not sure. So what happened? When you say, get me the list of records which are meeting the condition. Get me the list of records which are meeting the condition. Get me the list of records which are meeting the condition. Right, then I am not sure 1 or 2 or 10 records. So it is a list of S object. Soql will give you maximum 50,000 records in a single call. When I write a Soql query, maximum it can give you 50,000 records. Soql can give you 50,000 records. SOQL, Salesforce Object Query Language. These are similar to SQL. They are used to fetch the data from S object. We can also fetch the corresponding child data or corresponding parent data. When it is going to return you result in the form of list of S object, maximum number of records it can give you is 50,000 records. What is the syntax we have? Basic syntax is select field name from S object. Select field name from S object. It is your choice. You can write a where condition, group by, having, order by, for update, limit, offset, all those. These are all options. But basic format is select fields from S object. Select fields from S object. Basic format is select fields from S object. It is a basic format. I hope you are good. Okay. Now let us see. What is a query basically? What is a query? When I say query is nothing but a statement. Query is nothing but a string. Query is nothing but a string. Query is a statement which is used to fetch the data from S object. So what is a query? Query is a statement which is used to fetch the data from S object. How do you write it? Select name, phone, I am writing from, it is a statement. Similarly, write the following, write a query to fetch data from contact. Write a query to fetch data from user.
What we have to fetch, Satish? Name and phone number? Or
No, the fields. Whatever the fields you know, you can. Then what we do? Select. What are the fields we have? Last name, first name, phone, last name, first name, from, contact. Select name, stage name, amount from operation. Select data from lead. Select last name. Select last name, first name, phone from lead. From user, last name, first name, email from user. I hope you're good with this. Let's go to the next. Then how do you execute the query? 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 Look at the point. Extension, query select name, phone from, select name from account. This will give you the query. What was that? Go to the developer console. Go to the developer console where we have query select name, phone from account. Click on the execute. We are going to get the data. We are going to get the data. Now let us see the next one. This is one way of executing the query. No, I want to execute the query from Apex. I want to execute the code from Apex. Then the format is going to be like this. Look at this. List of node codes. Select name, phone from. What was that? Array braces. Within the array braces, I was supposed to write query. array braces. Within the array braces, I was supposed to write query. This will give me, this query will give me list of accounts which are assigned to these accounts. I hope you're clear. This will give me list of accounts which are stored to accounts. Now, how do you write a query? List of S objects equal to select fields from S object. Select fields from S object. Select fields from S object. Now let us see this. SOQL example. Public list of that I'm going for public Soql so how I'm writing the query? Accounts equal to select name, phone, industry from account. We'll go back to the next Visual Force page. Then I'm taking this controller. So how do you display list of records? Page block table, data table, repeat, data list. Now I'm giving here apex page block. Accounts page block table accounts were equal to column value equal to what is that? A, one account, a dot name value equal to a dot 4. Now what was that? I wrote a Soql query, name, industry, phone, rating. Every field we want to display, we have to query it. There is no concept called star here. There is no concept called select star here. Every field you want to use, any field you want to use, you are supposed to write the field name in the query. There is no concept called star. Each and every field we want to use has to be specified in the query. Each and every field we want to use has to be specified in the query. Go back to this. So how you display the list of record? Page block table. Have a preview. We are writing a query. We are fetching the data. We are displaying it. So what was that? Soql was used to fetch the data from the database. Soql was used to fetch the data from the database. Select fields from object. Select fields from object. Select fields from object. It will give you list of S object. Because it is a list of S object, I was displaying in this format. I hope you are good. Okay. Let me give one more example. Look at this. Public map of string comma id comma what was that? It's a map. Map of id comma account ACC map. Now I want to write a SQL query, list of accounts equal to select id comma name phone rating industry from account. I wrote a SQL query. Now what happened? I got the list of records. In the previous examples, what we have done, I created a dummy data. Now I want to create a map with the data what I fetched from the database. So what I will do? ACC map equal to new map of id comma right. Now take one by one element account A account. So what is the map? ACC map dot put A dot id comma account map dot put A dot id comma A. The same thing we have done in the last class, but only thing is there I created my own list of records, then I converted into map. But in this example, what I am doing, fetching the data from database, based on that I was trying to convey it. I hope you are good. I hope you are good, right? This is the query, right, boss? Somebody from online. The girl who has asked me the query, is that was clear?
Yes.
So only the difference is yesterday we created this list of record by my own, but today I am fetching the data from database. Took a loop, first record ID as key, first record itself as a value. Okay. Now the purpose of taking this example here is, if it is a list, page block table you have taken, very simply you told value equal to accounts, var equal to A. It's very good. Value equal to accounts, var equal to A you have given. Very good. But the point here is, what if you want to display, okay, I'll make it simple for you to avoid the complexity. String and string I'll take. Here I'll put A dot name, A dot phone. Okay, this is the map we'll see. How do you display map of records? Now it is a map. It is a list. You have taken value equal to accounts, A dot name, A dot industry you have taken. Now we have a map. If it is a map, how do you display it? How do you display the elements in the map? How do you display the elements in the map? How do you display the data in the map? Let the file be saved. Apex is block. Apex. Value equal to value equal to A. Column value equal to A. Column value equal to ACC map of A. Apex column A. We give map. This is a map. I give A. That A is nothing but key in the map. When I'm giving value equal to map, when I'm giving value equal to map, where A will refer to the key, So when I said apex column value equal to A, then it is a key. ACC map of A, in the map, that key, get me the value of that key. So value equal to A, next one is ACC map of A. Have a preview. Look at this. Name, phone number. Let me put headings here. If you are not getting any headers, header value equal to okay. Meanwhile, before the program says, I'll also add one more. Then the file will be saved meanwhile. Now what I'm doing, I have taken one more map where account ID is the key, account is the value. Where account ID is the key, account is the value. Here account name is the key, industry is the value. Here I am taking account ID as the key, account as a value. Now I am taking one more page block. What was this? My map. So what is A here? A is nothing but account ID. Key. A is nothing but a key. In the key, when it's told my map, in the my map, what is the A? A is nothing but a key. What is the key? Account ID is the key. Value. Account map of value. Now when I say ACC map, when I say my map dot A, we are going to get account. But what do you want to display? In that account, I want to display my map of A is an account. ID of the record is the key. Okay, let me display here. Remove this. Display my map of A. So what is happening? ID only displaying because it's referring to entire record. It is referring to entire record. I don't want to refer to the ID. I want to refer to a particular field. So map dot. I hope you're good. People have got it. Now I'll explain here. I told A is a now I told a map of ID. Now ACC map of A is what? It is one account record. Map of get of key. Get of key will give you one value. What is the value we received? Account. In that account, what I want to display? A is one key, boss. If I give one key, one value will come. In that value, what I want? Name. I hope you're good. So, displaying a list of record, displaying a map of record, you need to understand. When you wrote a Soql query, we got a list of record, we got a map of record. How to display a list of record, how to display a map of record. I hope you're good. People are good with this example. So what did I do? I wrote a Soql query. I converted the data in the form of map and I was trying to display it. I hope you're good.
Hello, Satish.
Yes.
Can you please repeat once again?
Now, any query till here? basic SQL query, right? List of account is equal to select ID, comma, name, comma, phone, comma, reading from account. Any query on this statement? Now, look at these two statements. Line number 6 and 7. What is this? There are two maps. First map, the first map, what did I take? Map with the key as account ID, account as value. What is the second map? Phone number as well. Am I right? Any query on line number 6 and 7? Right. Now, how do you put the elements into the list? How do you put the elements into the list? How do you put the data into the list? Now I am taking here. My map dot put a dot id. A is an account. A dot id is the key. A is the value. Next one we had. ACC map dot put a dot name a dot phone. Right, created a map with account ID as a key, account as a value, account name as a key, account phone as a value. Right, boss? Any query on this?
Yes. No.
So what we have done here? ACC map. What is this A here? A is referring to what? Key in the map. A is referring to key in the map. When I say ACC map of A is like map dot get off. When I say ACC map of A, it's nothing but map name dot get off. It's nothing but ACC map dot get off A. A is a key. When I say ACC map of A, it is nothing but ACC map dot get off A. Map dot get off A will give you what? Value. That value I was printing here. Here also. Like my map of get off A. Get off A. It will give you account. In the record we have. When you receive account dot name, account dot phone, account dot industry. I hope you are good. Account dot my map dot get off A will give you one account, their account name, their account phone, their account industry. We are referring it. I hope everyone is good. Clear for everyone? Right. So let us go to the next context. My next context is, let us go to the next context. I don't want to fetch all the records. You wrote a SQL query. When you wrote a SQL query, we are getting a group of records. I don't want all the records. From the result, not from the table. From the result, give me only 5 records. From the result, give me only 10 records. So I want to run the SQL query. I want to get the result. From the result, only 5 records. From the result, only 4 records. Then what I do? Look at this format. Public. Stop. Then I'm giving accounts equal to first I will go with a basic SQL query. I hope you are good with this, how we are displaying this page block table, right? I don't think people require any explanation on this VF page again. Just copy pasting the VF page. Now, I got a list of records and I was displaying it. Page block table, list of records are displayed. This is how the data is displayed. Right. Now let us see. Public void set file. Void limit file. Now the same query, we are applying a keyword limit file. Same query, we are applying a keyword limit file. The moment I say limit file, from the result, give me only 5 records. From the result. Okay. Public void. Now, here I want to give limit dynamically, size equal to 3. If you want to use variable within the Soql query, if you want to use the variable, then we are supposed to use limit colon variable. Always, if you want to use a variable, we should use colon followed by variable. In the Soql query, if I want to use a variable, it's a colon followed by variable. In the Soql query, if I want to use a variable, it's a colon followed by variable name. Colon followed by variable name. Colon followed by variable name. I hope you are good with this. Right. Now let's look at this. I'm going to give buttons, apex command button, value equal to limit file, action, redundant. So we have limit 3. Review.
You have to give PB there.
Yeah. Now we preview. Go back. So limit 5 is giving me 5 records. Limit 3 give me the 3 records. Limit will say from the result how many records you need. From the result how many records you need. Limit. Limit is the literal which is used to specify how many records you require from the result set. How many records you require from result set. I hope you're good. Okay. Next, similarly, we have offset. Boss, you wrote a Soql query. We got a records. From 5th position, give me 10 records. From 10th position, give me the records. Don't give me the result from first record. Give me the result from 5th record. Give me the result from 10th record. Then we have offset. Offset will specify from which position you want the result. Offset will specify from which position you will give the result. Offset will specify from which position you will give result. So look at this. Same story, I will take it. Slide change. What is the change here? Instead of limit offset 5. So what I'm doing here? I'm removing the limit, replacing with offset. Offset will specify from which position you want the records. From 5th position, give me the remaining records. Actually, we have a list. Index will start with 0. When I say offset 5, it's 5 minus 1. Get me the records from index 4. When I say offset 3, get me the records from index 3. Now, because in the list, index will start with 0. Index will start with 0. So whatever the offset value we are mentioning, -1. Okay. Let me display the same set of data. So offset. When I say from 5th position, give me remaining records. Offset 10. From 10th position, give me remaining records. I'm giving here offset 10. From 10th position, give me the remaining records. From 10th position, give me the records. How many records we got? 4 records we got. List of accounts. There are 14 records. Out of 14, I told, give me the records. So there are 4 records which you are getting. Right, boss? Offset. It will specify from which position. Limit, offset. Now I want a combination of both of them. From 5th position, give me 5 records. From 10th position, give me 5 records. So it is a combination of limit and offset. I want to take a combination of limit and offset. Let us see here. Public void. Limit 5, offset 5. Now when you're taking limit 5, offset 5, look at this. I'm giving limit 5. Now the order is important. I give limit followed by offset. Now look at this. Is this order is important. Limit followed by offset. If I give offset followed by limit, it throws an error message. Now when you're using limit and offset together, it should be always limit first followed by offset. Limit first followed by offset. So from 5th position, get me 5 records. Now I was giving here limits colon size, offsets colon size. Now if you want to take a limit and offset together, it is a limit first followed by offset. Order is must here. Then let's take the next examples. Right, this is how we are taking the combination. So what are the literals we have seen? Limit, offset, combination of limit and offset. Okay. Let us go to the, I hope I am good with these examples. Right, boss? Am I good with this example?
Sir,
Yes.
what is the difference? Integer size. What is the difference you can see in this in the display VF page?
I didn't get you. Now I told size equal to what? 3.
Yes.
Offset equal to what? 3. From 3rd position, 3 records. From 3rd position, it is going to give you 3 records. Limit 3 offset.
Why you integer size equal to 3. That
No,
I didn't get the point.
See, I'm telling you, in case you are supposed to give a dynamic variable, instead of giving the fixed value, if you are supposed to take the value from the VF page and give, how do you give it? Now here I gave 5. I don't want to take a 5. I want to ask a user. Let us take an example here. Now I'm saying per page only 10 records are required. Based on this option, you're getting the records. If I say 10, 10 records. If I say 25, 25 records. If I say 50, 50 records. Now it is not within your hand. It is not a fixed. I cannot give limit 10. Now the limit should be given based on the option what you have selected here. Now it is a UI. From the UI, whatever the value we are selecting, based on that I have to put my limit. Then how do you do it? You have to store this value, pick list value in a variable, and you are supposed to use that variable. If you want to use that variable in the SQL query, how do you use it? Colon to convey in case if you are having any variables in which the values are there, which need to be used in the SQL query, we have to use this format. What it?
Yes, sir.
Now let us go to the next. Now if you go to the next one, how many records are there? 14 records. But if you go to recycle bin, how many records are there? 13 records. Now whenever I write a SQL query, how many records I am getting? Am I getting 17 or 14? Whenever we write a SQL query, we are only getting 14 records. Only 14 records. So let us see this example. I wrote a SQL query. Now let me go with this. Public void fetch all. When I say fetch all, I want to fetch the records, including the records which are deleted. Including the records which are deleted. Now I told you, whenever we delete any record, the record is not permanently deleted. That will be still there in the object for 15 days. After 15 days, the record will be deleted. During these 15 days, I want to fetch records which are deleted. During these 15 days, I want to get the record which is deleted. Then I am going to use all rows. Let me give you. So basically, we got here, there are no records related to Wipro here. There are no records related to Wipro. We got here 3 records which are Wipro. Fetch, okay. Now what is this? All rows means every record which is in the object, maybe deleted record or not deleted record. Deleted record or not deleted record. Irrespective of the record is deleted or not, we are going to fetch all the records. All rows, including the records which are deleted. All rows, including the records which are deleted. Any query? Right. Let us go to the next one. So we have limit, offset, combination, all rows. Then one major point. I told you, SQL query will give you 50,000 records at max. Am I right? Let us see. Actually, in the account object, how many records are there? 14 records. there are 3 queries. When I say Soql query will get you 50,000 record, not if there is only one Soql query, only one query can get you 50,000 record. But if there are group of Soql queries, all the queries together is 50,000 records. If there is only one Soql query, only that one Soql query will give you 50,000. If there are group of Soql queries in the method, all the Soql queries together, it is 50,000. Now let us see here. Let me execute. Hold on. What did you find? 62 out of 50,000. How did you get 62 records? How many Soql queries are run? 3 Soql queries. 3 Soql queries together is giving me 62 records out of 50,000 records. When you call any method, all the queries together will give you maximum 50,000 records. If there is only one query, it can give you 50,000. It is a combination of queries, then all of them together is 50,000. It is not a single query. In the method, all the queries together, it is going to give you 50,000 records. When you have a group of queries, all of them together will give you 50,000 records. And within a method, I can only give you how many queries? 100 Soql queries I can write. Within a method, how many Soql queries we can write? Only 100 Soql queries. Let me give an example here. Now tell me how many queries will run? 50 times I am running this. 50 into 3. 150. The query will run 50 times. There are 3 queries. 50 into 3. Too many Soql queries, 101 exception. Why? Because within the method, maximum we can write 100 Soql queries. All the records together within the method, all the Soql queries together can give you 50,000 records only. These limits we need to remember. There is a reason it is not a good practice to write Soql within a loop. There is a reason it is not a good practice to write a Soql within a loop, because when I write a loop, sometimes may cross more than 100. So it is not a good practice to put Soql queries within a loop. It is not a good practice to put Soql queries within a loop. I hope you are good with this. Clear for everyone? Okay. Let us go to the next. Then, what are the other things we had? Next one is we have written Soql queries. How did we execute? Developer console. Okay. Now, while writing the queries, we got a, let's go with this. You can take the basic examples we have seen, limit. What is the maximum value of offset? Maximum value of offset can be 2000. I cannot give more than 2000 as an offset. Maximum value of offset is what? 2000. The next we have order by. You want to sort the data. You want to sort the data. If you want to sort the data, we use a query called order by. If you want to use the Soql and use order by, we want to sort the data in the ascending order or descending order of a particular field. So what I will do, sort the data. Let us go back. Order by class. What is the syntax of order by? Let us see. If you want to use the order by, the syntax is going to be order by field name ascending order by field name, ascending or descending order. If you don't mention the ascending or descending, by default it is ascending order. So we have got example order by name. Now we can also order based on multiple fields. Order by field 1, ascending order or descending order, field 2, ascending order or descending order. We can also order by multiple number of fields. Just to demonstrate this example, I will modify the data in the account object. Right. So let us take a basic example. Take order by name. Now, this is how we are giving. So order by, sort the data in the ascending order, sort the data in the descending order, sort the data in multiple number of fields. The basic example. Ascending order of name. When you go with ascending order of name, we're getting it. The phone number, Wipro, there are 3 records. There are 3 records. Descending order of phone number. Let me make small change here. When I said there are 3 records which are having the same name. There are 3 records which are having the same name. Right. Descending order of phone. What was the bug here? 3, 4, 5. Okay. Descending order of phone. So we have 2 Wipro records which are in the descending order of phone here. Descending order of phone. Just want to convey some message. Slight changes are here. Right. So you got the data here. You got the records. Descending order of phone. Descending order of phone. Now when they say all the 3 records, I told ascending order of name. There are 3 records which are having the same name. Then the second will be taken into consideration. First they'll sort by first field. If it is sorted, no problem. If there is any conflict with the first field, then they go for the second field. Right, boss? That's all. Sort the data with the name ascending order, phone descending order. When there is a conflict between these 3 records, then they came in the descending order of phone. I hope you are good. Ascending order of name. If there are more than 1 record with the same name, then it goes to the second field. Descending order of phone. Only when the first is having a conflict, then it goes to second. Otherwise, second will not be considered. Are you getting my point? Are you clear? Ascending order, boss. Look at this alphabetical order A, B, C. Order by B. Ascending order means incremental order. So when you sort, how will come? Alphabetical order A, B, C, D. Descending order means Z to A. So I told name ascending order. Phone descending order. I told. When I click on this, the same data sorted in the descending order of phone. When I click on this, which data is coming? 3, 2, 1, 0, descending order. Are you getting my point? Right? Now I told name ascending order, phone descending order. Name ascending order means sort the data. What happened? Alphabetical order. Now there are 3 records with the same name. Then which record should be displayed first? Then based on phone number. Because I told phone number descending order. If there are more than 1 record with the same name, then go to the second field, sort the data based on second field. Okay? Right. I hope I'm good with this. Okay. Now let us take some basic examples. Now get first 5 records created. First 5 accounts created. Write a query to get first 5 records created. Write a Soql to fetch first 5 accounts created. Write a Soql to fetch first 5 accounts created. Now get the data. I want to first get first 5 records which are created. So what should I do? List of accounts. Order by name. Order by created date. When it's order by created date, then whichever the record is created first, that will be on the top. Whichever the record is created first, that will be on the top. Order by created date in the ascending order, limit 5. Order by created date in the ascending order. Then write a Soql to fetch. Write a Soql to fetch opportunities, 10 opportunities. Write a Soql to fetch 10 opportunities which are going to be closed last. Then which are going to be closed last. So what should I do? List of opportunity, opti list. Opportunity order by close date, listening, limit. So we are sorting the data and applying the limit. Combination of limited order by. Combination of limited order by. Right. I hope I'm clear with this. Let us take the next one. Write a query to fetch all the leads, which first 10 leads, first 10 leads which are created. Write a query to fetch 10 leads which are created last.
Sir, I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
The second query, how do I know that this opportunity is going to be a closed loss, sir?
I told you close date, descending order.
Uh,
So
but I can you
no, whichever the record is going to be closed last, that will be on the top. When I say limit 10, top 10 will be given to you. Got my point?
okay.
I hope you're good with this. Okay. Now, let us take a quick examples here. What is Soql to fetch all the accounts and put their names in a separate list. Write a Soql to fetch all the accounts and put their names in separate list. What do we do? List of accounts equal to Then we made the next one. What is Soql to fetch all the accounts. Fetch the names of those accounts whose industries are. Fetch the names of those accounts whose industry is energy. Fetch the names of those accounts whose industry is energy. Fetch the names of those accounts whose industry is energy. Got only the names. So if A dot industry, if A dot industry equal to energy, if A dot industry equal to energy, then add the name to the list. Right? Am I clear with this? It's all the leads. Put them in a Now create this third example. Then create a map. Take one by one map. Put L dot ID. What is the second one we had? I'm taking a lead. My map dot put L dot last name. I hope you are good with this. People are good with these examples. Clear for everyone? That's all from my end for the day. We'll continue to